Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, whenever this video finds you. Hope you're getting your hustle on. It's Andrew Jones here. I normally don't make videos this late, but I wanted to talk about something um, inspired by a recent comment. You know who you are. How to get clients to pay you upfront. Um, Several people have asked me this, and they're saying that they're getting sales, but people are wanting to know about the 50% stuff, things of that nature. Um, Now I'm going to give you in this video. There's a second part to the video. I'm also going to tell you a new way that I've been using to get leads as well too, which I will add to the video course, but I will just allude to it in this video close to the end. So make sure that you do watch to the end. And again, if this is your first time watching this, make sure that you like, subscribe, share, hit the bell so you can get notified whenever new videos come out. So when it comes to getting money upfront from clients, it goes back to how comfortable your client is. This may sound harsh to some of you guys, but it's something that I had to realize when I first started. Clients weren't taking me seriously because I didn't take myself serious. And I didn't know that I didn't take myself serious. I had to look at the way I was marketing, the way I was communicating. And I have a gift and a curse with my personality. I'm really, really laid back, and that comes out by default when I speak to clients. They sense that I'm really comfortable and that it gives them the freedom to be comfortable too, to the point where they think they're my friend. Okay? That's something I had to eliminate early on. Okay? Because just like your friends would borrow something from you and not give it back until like 9 weeks later, and they didn't hit rewind on the video, right? That's when VCRs were around. I would give people like videos, and they wouldn't. Crazy. Okay, I'll give someone something to borrow, they wouldn't give it back. Money, gifts, whatever the case is. And again, clients sometimes blur the line because we allow them to, between friendship and client. Okay, and they take it upon themselves to do these things, such as not paying you up front. So basically, you tell people how to treat you, okay, without you even saying it. Okay, so know that up front. You tell people how to treat you. The same thing is true in relationships. Okay, if you're ever been in a relationship, you tell your partner how to treat you. Sometimes not even verbally, but by the way that you carry yourself, by the way that you operate, um, by your actions, you are telling them how to treat you. If you don't respect yourself, you can't expect your partner to respect you, right? So my point is, what I do is I always offer a money back guarantee, and I've never in all my years refunded any customer. Any customer, I've never refunded, right? Never even been asked for a refund, right? Um, Actually, no, I've been asked for a refund once, but it didn't qualify for it. It was like an irate customer. It was like a whole story there, but um, I've never issued a refund. I never got requested to give back a refund. And it's because, again, one, the people that I use offer unlimited revision. So my money back guarantee says this: if you are unsatisfied with the results, we will work to rectify it until you are happy. And if not, at that point, we could refund you back your money. Okay. Now again, I know I can hear someone asking, well, what if they just lie and they say they're not satisfied and blah blah blah, right? um One way, okay. Well, first off, I've never experienced that, right? I guess I don't think that way. Someone said something to me recently. He said something to the effect of, "We think people are like us," right? Um, and it's not true, okay? And what he meant by that is like, not to say that you guys would do that to someone else, but um we look at things like, from worst case scenario standpoints, right? And it's not really good to think that way. I've been doing this for years and I've never had anyone try to scam me or anything like that. A few try to fly under the radar and whatnot, but they're easy to detect up front. You have to have a lot of discernment to detect BS up front, and not work with these clients. But for the most part, I haven't experienced that, people trying to cheat me out of work or anything like that. And I know you won't too. Don't think you will, and you won't. But to protect yourself, you don't want to be naive. What you can do is, whether you're doing whatever type of work you're doing, okay, you could add watermark to whatever it is, be it business plans, you could do that in PDF, be it logos, you could do that with Photoshop. You could, if it's a website, they can't take the website, right? Because you could just take it down, right? You're not transferring the domain or anything like that. There's options, okay, so that they can't take off with your work. Okay, so just know that. So that's the way that you could protect yourself. But again, know that by me offering a money back guarantee, um, and I have unlimited revisions, I'm going to keep revising them until they're happy, right? So that's why I don't have any refunds. But the fact that I offer it, right, it makes them comfortable. Comfortable. Okay. Sites that have money back guarantee on it, they have more sales than sites that do not have that. Okay, it's like sites that have the BBB rating on their site, or sites that are listed with the Better Business Bureau. It establishes trust, especially in this world of online, you know, where people hide behind websites and they could scam people. You want to put your best foot forward and make people feel comfortable. Okay. So you want to put a big sign on your site that says 100% money back guarantee. Now you want to put, conditions around that, right? To protect yourself. You could look at other websites in your niche and see what they're doing in regards to money back guarantee, and you can mirror that, but uniquely for what you have to offer. I'm telling you, this works. Even if you don't have it on your site, but you convey that, uh, verbally or by email, again, it makes them feel uh, more comfortable to pay you up front. Okay. Another thing, I find that a lot of people feel like it's rude, um, to ask for money up front. They feel like they just feel like greedy or whatever the case is. They don't feel comfortable doing that. And again, this is why everything goes back to mindset. I think the most important video I have on this channel is my video about mindset, um, because it's not rude, okay? Um, like when I went to the dentist, it wasn't rude for them to ask me to pay, the obscene amount of money that I paid them to work on me. It's their standard, okay? And to suggest that it's rude suggests that you don't believe in what you're doing, right? That's why, like, when I choose my service providers on Fiverr, I look at all their samples of the work to the point where I'm like, this is dope. I believe in this. I could sell this. This is, how would you not like this? Right? So that conviction comes out when I speak to my customers, right? So again, it's always how you sell it, and a part of that is you believing in the work that you are going to be giving them. Okay, but if you're unsure of it, that's going to come out in your voice, and it's going to come out when you're asking for money, and then they're going to sense that you are not fully sold. So they're going to be like, why should I pay you up front? Okay, and think about it. People, like, you can't go to the grocery store and say, give me the food, and if I like it, I'll pay you. Or let me pay for half of it, and then when I'm, finished eating the food, I'll come back and I'll pay you. No. Contractors, you have to pay them up front. Okay? One second here. Contractors, service workers, you pay these people up front. Right? Now, I used to work for a renovations company. They're called Bryant Renovations. And I used to do door-to-door sales for them in another past life. Okay? And the owner of the company, I got some great entrepreneur advice from him. And he's like, Andrew, when you're selling this, here, I want you to look at our catalog to know the quality of work that we do. Okay? For a bathroom, to renovate a bathroom, we charge over $30,000. We are the most expensive renovation company in our marketplace, right? And our work reflects that. Okay? And guess what? We want that money up front. We do have payment plans that people could go on, but the majority of our clients pay up front. And the reason why is that we know who our market is, right? We know who our market is, and we know who would pay up front rather than who won't pay up front. And the reason they do is, one, because they see the quality and they see the professionalism that is displayed. Okay? And this guy works out of his apartment. Right? He works out of his apartment, right? But he's still able to display professionalism. Like when I went door to door for him, I had to wear a shirt that was branded with the company logo and all that stuff, right? Professionalism, right? So again, your customers have to know this, that listen, we're not, like, you don't do that in regular life, right? In everyday life, you don't go to the dentist and do the work and I'll pay later. No, they need it up front and then they will do the work, right? So the only time they would ask a dentist if they could do that, maybe if it's like a student dentist, or they go to someone's house, or someone that's not professional, right? Where you could bargain that, okay? But again, if you offer a money back guarantee, trust goes up. More than likely, they would feel comfortable paying you up front, okay? Another thing is what you say via email or on the phone, okay? So here's what I say, okay? Again, managing their expectations. I have a script. It basically goes like this. So let's assume you're selling web design or something, right? You could say on your website, you could have it on your website, to purchase a web design service, click the link below, and once you completed your purchase, we'll schedule a strategy session to start building your website, right? That right there says, listen, we want this up front. We need this up front, okay? So again, people treat you how you tell them to. You understand? Like, okay, here's a personal story, and I can tell you guys this because I trust you guys. But when I was a teenager, I had a young teenager, 13, 14, I had anger issues, right? I was a real rebellious kid. And I remember getting into a relationship. I was only 14. What am I doing in a relationship? But nonetheless, I was 14. I was in a relationship with this girl. And before that, I was used to being in relationships. And whenever I got in an argument with my girlfriend, again, I was a kid. right? Like I would take it overboard. I would like shout in their face. I would yell, and we'll both be doing that. You know, if we disagreed about something, we'll be shouting in each other's faces. That was the norm for me. And then I got in a relationship with this girl, and we got into an argument, and I did that. I was shouting. I was wailing my hands all over the place. I was like, no. She calmly said in a voice, in a soft voice, she's like, Andrew, do not speak to me like that. You speak to me like that again, I'm leaving. And but this is in the beginning. She told me how to treat her. No one told me that before, right? So I just told you that unnecessary story to say this again, to get the point home that people treat you how you tell them to. Okay. So you could use that script on your website, or if you're talking to someone on the phone, it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, you could basically say to them, "Hey, listen, I'm excited to get started working on this logo for you and your business. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you an invoice, and once the invoice is completed, we can start our strategy session to help get your logo done professionally and as fast as possible. Deal? Great. Okay. Confidence. That's what it is. That's all what it is. And professionalism. Okay. You put your best foot forward. Don't communicate through Gmail. Always communicate through your professional email account. That's not, if you communicate through Gmail, they're going to ask you to pay half and half, right? If you communicate with your customers past business hours, they're going to sense that you're not a real company. This is just a hobby for you. And they're just small things matter. Okay. Just know that going in. So, yeah, that's about it. I think this is a short video and I liked it because normally I go on for like 10 hours. So remember that, okay? Offer money back guarantee. It's not rude to ask for the money up front, okay? It's actually noble to do that, okay? You can't be afraid to ask for the money up front. Believe in the services that you are reselling from Fiverr by checking out the samples from your service providers and come to a point of realizing that, listen, these logos are dope. I can sell this. That gives you confidence that your customers begin to feel. I'm telling you that energy it's a tangible thing. I remember talking to customers to this day. People tell me on my YouTube channel that they can feel my energy through the computer screen. Right? Energy affects physical matter. Right? That's why you could like whisper beside a car and the alarm will go off. Right? Or walk by a car, sometimes the alarm will go off. So anyways, your confidence is everything. Also, put a script on your website that gives them the option to pay on your website. If you choose to, you don't have to do that, right? But you could basically say, here's how it works. To purchase a web design, to purchase our SEO services, to purchase our video animation services, simply give us a call or click the link below or send us an email and we will send you an invoice. Once it's completed, we will send you this to get started. Whatever, it's however you want to word it, okay? But it lets them know that you mean business, okay? So just wanted to run that home. Now, the last part of this video, I promise you guys I'll show you what I'm doing to bring in a crap load of sales. So it's this. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is filled with business owners. Filled with business owners. There's only business owners on LinkedIn. So we are offering services that apply to businesses mainly, okay? And LinkedIn is a place to be. So what I'm doing is I'm paying people to do LinkedIn promotions where they're promoting my LinkedIn profile, okay, and or just my website, okay. So they have promotional gigs here, okay, that they'll promote your LinkedIn or your service on their LinkedIn, okay. Also, what I just started to do, I hired a virtual assistant, okay. Second here. Um, yeah, so I hired a virtual assistant. They're not expensive, okay, and I I paid them more than what they actually charged, but I found someone that was really affordable. Um, and I basically said, "Hey, listen, do you have a LinkedIn account? Great, fan. I found someone who had a LinkedIn account. And if they don't have a LinkedIn account, you can ask them to create one." And I said, "Hey, listen, if I give you just a small script, can you send this blurb out to different people through private messaging on LinkedIn?" Right? It's not too spam. It's not spammy. It's not salesy. It's just really just reaching out, right? And saying, "Hey, listen, here's what I do." Right? If you know anyone that can use the service, let me know. If I can help you out in any way, let me know as well too. Okay, so you're not being too like beggy or anything like that. Okay, so LinkedIn, give it a shot. Okay, go on it, create a profile, and surf around, get to know the platform, and then hire either a VA to message people individually, or hire people on Fiverr that do LinkedIn promotions to their personal network on LinkedIn. Like this one, he has how many thousand people on his LinkedIn? This person here, um, 10 LinkedIn, what was that, 10 LinkedIn groups, right? And LinkedIn has like groups as well too. That's like phenomenal, right? Um, 29,500 LinkedIn network, um, exclusive LinkedIn. So there's so many stuff here, right? That they can promote to a variety of different people. And again, LinkedIn, it's not like Facebook. Facebook is just regular people. LinkedIn is the Facebook for business owners. Okay. I neglected that platform for so long, but it's like powerful. Okay. So that's how you could find customers and make connections also. Okay. So add that to your marketing arsenal. Peace.